718, Bill and Pete. Wake Up Kenosha, Casey. Family Options, Funerals, and Cremations. Serving your needs all over the community for, as I like to say, lo, these many years. The man who runs the store, Steve Casey, back with us. Steve, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. How was your chicken cacciatore last night?
Yes, it was very good. It could use a little tweaking, the recipe, but I made chicken cacciatore in the pressure cooker last night. I find it to be very easy to cook things in the pressure cooker.
But you put capers in there.
No, yes, the recipe called for capers, and I'm putting capers in this thing. And all I can think about is Steve Casey eating ground meat on a Sunday morning. So you're in my brain.
I'm going to have to try the ground round, the cannibal meat sandwich with capers in it. I'll just have to try a little bit. I don't know how that'll create a different crunch, won't it? I mean, they're crunchy, right? Capers are crunchy.
They've got a little mouthfeel to them. Yeah, just a little bit, but they're quite good. But again, I don't want you to try it, hate it, and then you're sitting in front of an entire order of ground round. And I don't want it anymore. So just have a little
I'll just
bit.
Try a little bit. Yeah, I'll try a little bit.
All right, it's Culinary Corner with Steve Casey, a new program.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to do a food program.
There you go. New ideas. How about we talk about Casey Family Options, Funerals, and Cremations? Like you always say, Steve, we're not here to talk about.
We're not here to talk about cooking or ground round or anything like that. We're here to talk about Casey Family Options, Funerals, and Cremations, conveniently located at 3016 75th Street in the heart of an older neighborhood that I used to represent on the city council for 22 years. Our phone number is 262-653-0667. If we've got a website with our prices on it, one of the few funeral homes that have prices on their website. We're very proud of that. We're on Facebook. Are we still on Facebook?
Still on the Facebook.
I'm looking at it right now, and the daily affirmation is up. Thank you, Paul, for that.
Has there anything been posted lately?
Yeah, 31 minutes ago.
31 minutes ago. Very good, Paul. Paul's up early today.
He's up early every day. He is dedicated to Casey Family Options.
Yeah, every now and then I get a text from a friend. Nice post on Facebook. I have no idea what they're talking about.
That's called delegation, baby.
I simply respond, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, that's right. Hey, we've talked a lot about the rising costs of funerals, and there's no doubt about it. I mean, you're a shopper. Bill, you remember when eggs were 99 cents a dozen just a couple of years ago, and now they're up over $3. A ribeye steak is, $21.99 a pound, and whatnot. Even ground round has gone up. But,
even then, and capers aren't cheap either, by the way.
That's right. Well, our casket supplier, since the first of the year, has had 3 different casket price increases, and they amount to almost 30%.
Wow.
So don't tell me that the chain of supply isn't an issue or inflation isn't an issue or things like that. And in some cases, we can't even get the caskets that we so desire. So now more than ever, it is important to begin price shopping when it comes to caskets and when it comes to funeral services. We're very different than most funeral homes. Everybody knows that. We don't have a large building. We have a very attractive office space and a preparation room. If you haven't been in Casey Family Options, stop by. I think you'll be impressed. But we don't just have a space big enough for funerals or visitations. But by not having that overhead, we pass those savings on to families. So even though our prices have gone up incrementally, just like every other funeral home, we're still way below the market average. And that $10,000 funeral at other funeral homes are now in excess of $15,000 just because they have to make the same profits, but all of their costs are going up. Insurance is going up. Caskets are going up. Urns are going up. Everything's going up, and there's not a lot we can do about that. So now more than ever, it's important that you price shop. And if you need help doing that, I can do that for you. We have a spreadsheet with all of the different funeral home prices on it. That's one of the things that we do consistently. Every single year, we visit every funeral home, and we get one of their price lists to know exactly where we stand versus other funeral homes. And sometimes it's dramatic. And there are other fine area funeral homes. I'm not saying there are not, but the pricing certainly is the big difference. And we provide all the same services that every other funeral home does. And I'm a little biased, but I like to say a superior service. You know, we've got some of the best trained and some of the most competent staff in the area, and we're very proud of what we do.
Absolutely. Value-based funeral, and Steve is there for you and his great staff. It's Casey Family Options, funerals and cremation. Steve, how do we find out more, sir?
Give me a call at 262-653-0667. I drive a black minivan. If it's parked by the sign out in front, and I think I park illegally every day because I park on the stripes, and I'm not supposed to park on the stripes.
I won't tell if you won't, pal.
I can do what I want. So
that's right.
If the van is there, stop by and get a free cup of coffee, and you can even take it to go if you'd like.
Oh, I know someone.
Or you can actually deliver a cup of coffee to my mother's house. That would even be better for her. She doesn't even have to come to the funeral home. We'll just deliver coffee to her every morning.
It never ends. Sounds like a good plan. Casey Family Options. He's Steve Casey. Thanks, Steve. Talk to you Monday morning, sir.